Lord Zane expired, Queen Ivy has instructed the minister to spread news in the valley of the Purple Lord's untimely demise, that the castle's turbulence was actually the young Delaney's health. As troublesome as he was, his unique appearance made an impression among the common people who grieved at his passing. Queen Ivy has decided not to taint his reputation with his last deeds, so that Lady Sparrow may have some peace. He was astray and twisted in his thoughts, but he was young and her eldest son. The incident has caused the Queen to stop and reflect on her own family and the treasures in her possession. Her third-born is a young man and ready to sire a child of his own. The monarch has arranged his match with Lady Nessie. The prince finds the much older Lady of the Lake bewitching. Like his older brother, he is happy to do his part. The Fae Court is pouring all of its efforts into producing a final girl. The honor is almost as big as birthing the first of the next generation. Queen Ivy has promised to Lady Sparrow that the final child will be apprenticed to her. Even if she may never have daughters of her own, she will get the chance to be a mother and a teacher.
Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to The Sims 3 Fairy Amazon with the Verdington Fae Court. Before we begin, I want to say a very special welcome to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it immensely. We are picking up quite late, 2 a.m. on Sunday, or maybe I should say early in the morning, quite early in the morning, with Lady Nessie working quite hard to, get that lost baby girl going with Prince Caspian Verdington, who her match has been arranged with by the Queen. Now, since the Queen's sons, more or less, they're getting up there in age, well, they're not really getting up there in age, they're just becoming young men, the Queen feels as though they're old enough to sire children of their own, so she started arranging their matches with some of her ladies, which is completely fine. In the future, if we start getting like our princes and our lords inbreeding a little bit, or not inbreeding, we want to prevent that. If we start getting everyone like related, they start becoming related, then we will just pull from the like people in Dragon Valley, the other people, the NPCs who pop up, because a lot of the service sims will be around, and I'm sure the town will keep having its own sims generated, so that's always fresh blood for us, no need to be overly concerned. But who knows? If they do accidentally end up inbreeding in the future, then oh well, it'll add some spiciness to the story. I mean, that used to happen back in the day, right? In some societies, I guess, not all of them. I know in Indian, like ancient Indian societies, was Sparrow and Raven, another thing I'm going to talk about in a second here. You guys need to go to your own beds. But like I was saying, in ancient Indian societies, a lot of things went into a marriage, like before it got approved. And one of those things was, and still is, a 5-generational check to make sure nobody was related on either side. So, there we go, that's kind of interesting. I don't think these ladies will have anything of the sort though. We might check back like a few generations to check and see if they're not related. I'm pretty sure, we'll probably know if they're cousins and nephews and uncles. Try and keep that clear. But no need to worry, because we will have like other sims in the town that we can pull from, so that's really good. Okay, well, these guys need to get going. And now another thing I was going to chat about really quickly was that, actually no, woman, you need to be working on the prince. Where are you? I was going to say that I have been mixing up, guys, the Lakelands and the O'Reillys. So I keep thinking that Lady Nessie is Lady Raven, and then I keep wondering what Raven's name is, and I think that's partly because like, we name the baby before we see them, right? So when I named Raven, I thought she would end up looking something like Nessie. And she's kind of Raven looking to me. She's got dark hair, that pale kind of deathly skin. I don't know. She seems Raven-esque to me, okay? I was not expecting a pink baby with green hair who looks nothing like a Raven. So I tend to confuse the two at times. Okay, well, I'm wondering if you can somehow get the prince out of the fairy house. I hope nobody else is in the fairy house. They might be. We're gonna try and... Darn it, Queenie, you need to get up. You need to summon your son. Because, unfortunately, he is in the fairy house, and that is preventing us from doing what needs to be done. But yeah, I keep mixing the kids up. Caspian, jeez. I keep mixing the daughters and the mothers up. I don't have a problem with Celine and Nuala. And I don't have a problem with Ivy and Princess Snow. It's just the other two. I don't know what it is. One, probably because Morrigan and Morida have really similar names and they look very, like, similar. And then we all know for Raven. She just doesn't look like a Raven to me. So I keep thinking her mother is the Raven. Anyways, let's get Caspian. Did you manage to get him? Excellent. He is tired, yes. But you have work to do, boy. You have work to do. So before Raven gets in bed, and that is going to be a disgusting conversation to have, can you not... Okay, come on. Wake up. Wake up. There we go. Now go with Prince Caspian and get working on that child. We want it. We want it. So she's going to go do that. I'm excited to see what their baby looks like. I know some of you have been wanting Nessie to have a boy, and then maybe the Queen or Morrigan to have a girl. I kind of like all my Sims, and I think it'd be interesting whoever had a girl, so I am not too... Like, I haven't made up my mind or anything on who I want to have the last girl. I'm kind of happy for whoever goes ahead and has that. But, okay. The Queen, look at her. She's like, yes, there we go. I'm glad you guys are working on whatever it is I've set you up to do. It almost feels as though Caspian was kind of made for Nessie to me. Just because of his, like, theme, his color theme. Isn't it almost like Nessie's theme? They look so good together because of that. And it was unintentional. I did not pick his theme out to match Nessie. I kind of just picked it. And then they matched. Which is kind of fun to find out. But we already have one, and if this baby is a girl, it is going to be Princess Snow's niece. Now, I know one of you were... Oh, come on. Come on, guys. Come on, get a move on. I know one of you was saying that hopefully one of the lords lasts for Princess Snow, which I hope too. And I think you mentioned Lord Kyle Delaney. Now, Lord Kyle Delaney, at first I said yes in the comments, but no, he's... Well, I mean, I don't know. They might, but that would be inbreeding because Lord Kyle is actually Princess Snow's nephew. Because Prince Anakin is his father. So, already we have Sims being related over here. But Lord Odin is kind of available, unless he gets paired up with someone, who knows. But he's a potential. And like I said, we can always pull from, like, if we start getting to the point where they're two kind of related, then we can always start... Why are you guys paused here? I wonder what's keeping them. Like, Raven's not even in bed. But yeah, we can always pull from Sims. There we go. Or not, perhaps? We can pull from Sims in... Oh geez, don't go down. Don't go down there. From the world. We can pull from Sims in the world, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Guys, please assist me. You want to get this baby going. Come on. You really want to get this baby going. Come on, guys. Okay, down she goes. Did she grab him? Yep, just before he was about to dive in and disappear on us. So we'll go do that. And once this is kind of dealt with, we also have Raven's birthday in this episode. So she's going to be aging up into a young adult, which is going to be quite exciting. I can't wait to see what our future minister is going to look like. Our dangerous minister. her mother is doing very, very well because Lady Nessie has like 3 renown, which is pretty good. She's got 3 renown, which is, I think, more than what everyone else has. Even the queen, everyone has, if they do, they have 2. But she has the most, so that's kind of awesome. She's been doing really, really good as a minister. And I think that's kind of what we want to see with the ministers, is that they have the same, if not more, renown as the queens, because they're the ones who communicate with the people. They're like the in-between for the queen and the common folk. So that's really good. What is your problem? Why can you guys not get it on like I want you to? Fine. What about here? Can you do it here? We're having to do things in all sorts of creative ways today, because for some reason it's taking these guys some time. Yep, Raven's birthday, we are aware. Quite aware, in fact. But another thing is that Prince Caspian is quite mean, and we saw that he didn't get along well with Raven. And it's really awkward if you think about it, because Caspian, as a teen, kind of had a thing for Raven, and now he is getting Raven's mother pregnant, which is very, very odd. Very odd, but it's twisty, it's turny, it's exciting, okay, guys? Please tell me this is gonna work this time around. I think they shouldn't have any routing issues now. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they shouldn't have any routing issues. Yep. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. So that's happening as it should with those 2 lovelies. But yeah. Prince Caspian, he is quite mean, right? And even though he was attracted to Raven, he was quite mean with her. But I think with a lady that's much older than him, it would be a bit different because, you know, she's this well-known fairy, almost a legendary figure, unattainable in a way, and I think that might appeal to his younger, kind of mean self. But okay, they have frolicked, and let's see, is she... Yes! She is pregnant. Excellent. So now we need to break things off with him. Oh, jeez. Let's ask to just be friends, and then we won't ask him to leave. We'll kind of let him be. At least with the princes, that is how we operate. Oh, hold on. Let's just ask to be friends, and then he can be on his merry way. I don't think he'll take this well. Kind of like Lord Zane didn't, because he is mean. How many sims have we had that took it nice? I feel like we only had like 1 or maybe 2 sims that actually took this whole thing, like of breaking it off afterwards, quite calmly. Everyone else, they have issues, more or less. Okay. Hold on. Friends. Dude. Come on. Nessie's about to pee herself. Let her not kick you out. Let her end things, please. Come on, sir. Now I'm gonna have to... I wonder if we have any potions that can get her mood up so that we can dive into this birthday celebration without too much hassle. Yeah. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna deal with everyone's, their needs, and get them hopefully in a good enough spot that we can celebrate Raven's birthday into a young woman. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, everyone is gathered around at 3:30 p.m. on Sunday, ready for Raven to age up into a young adult. Look at how cool Celine looks. We rarely get to see her in her outerwear because she's just happy in her armor as ever. But let's not waste any time and get Raven over by the candles. Now, these ladies are still thinking about the death of Lord Zane, no doubt, and will be for a while. Probably another day or 2 before they all calm down. I mean, it was a huge thing. He was evil, but at the same time, he was Lady Sparrow's son. And Raven, I'm excited about her, and I'm worried because she's our first dangerous fairy that we've ever had. She's the oldest one. The other dangerous fairy is our princess, of course. And we've already seen she's ambitious, a slight bit deviant, competitive. I'm worried about how that's going to progress, but let's find out. let's find out exactly what we have going on. Now, the other thing we need to work on after this event, which I'm a little bit scared about for time, is Princess Snow, who is going to have her birthday tomorrow. And the Queen has only managed to potty train her. She has been wanting to teach her how to walk and talk, but these came a lot later, so we literally have a day to try and get as much progress in that as possible. Because who knows? She's a dangerous fairy. If she's not raised well, she might end up having a nasty trait, which we don't want in a future monarch. But that's kind of where we are at. So let's age up Raven. Let's age up the lovely Raven and see what she becomes. What are you going to be, child? What are you going to be? Is she going around? She's going around the other way. That is fine. That is fine. Oh, okay, here she comes. Here she comes. Hold on a second. Let me just move around so that I can see you. Okay, her mother's there. We've got Lady Nawala. Everyone's super happy for her. Okay, Raven. Now's your chance to grow up and do big things. Or at least start to, right? At least start to. So, okay, here we go. I'm quite excited for her. Just like all our other Sims, of course. And what is it going to be? I don't remember if she did well in Academy or not. So I honestly don't know. How did she do? Oh, she did very well, so I'll probably get to choose a trait for her. AKA randomize a trait for her, because that's fun to do. So, okay, Raven, what do you have going for us? So what kind of addition to the next generation are you going to be? And here she goes. Yep, we get to choose a trait. And so far, she's a bit lazy, we know that, but she's excitable, she's ambitious, competitive, socially competitive at least. And a bit of an equestrian, although she hasn't gotten much chance to kind of do anything with that just yet. Hopefully, now that she's a young adult, she'll be able to dedicate more time to that. Since she isn't going to academy, she'll have some free time to go and cultivate that relationship with the horses. And let's randomize to see maybe what her teenage years has made her develop. A loser? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't mind her having that trait, especially as a dangerous fairy. Because if you think about it, yes, she's competitive, but that doesn't always mean that she wins, right? Maybe she... Yeah. I feel as though, like with her bachelor's ball, she had all these high expectations with Prince Caspian, who ended up getting paired with her mother, and then even Lord Zane, who had no interest in her and kidnapped Celine instead afterwards. So I think, despite her expectations, of being the most beautiful fairy of the century, she's been sidelined a lot by the royals and nobility. And I think at some stage that might have developed into a bit of a pity party for herself, right? So yeah, I kind of see that, and who knows? Maybe the fact that she's ambitious, but she's never able to attain anything, might be the thing that pushes her down that dangerous fairy kind of plot point. I don't know. I like it, though. I like it. Okay, and then I like how it kind of feeds into her her laziness, because, she's ambitious with certain things, but she doesn't get what she wants, so then she figures, what's the point? Might as well not do anything. But then when she's in social circles, it kind of comes back again, and then she becomes ambitious and has all these high expectations. So I like it. It's a bit of a circle, and it makes sense. So there we go. Our lovely loser. Let's hope she's a good kind of minister. And in all honesty, I can kind of see the fact that if she never ends up amounting to as much as her mother did, that might also lead her down the dangerous kind of fairy lane, right? Because there's a lot of expectation on her. She has a lot to live up to, and if she doesn't, who knows the kind of turn and twist she's gonna take. But okay, she is definitely more refined now as a young adult, but we are gonna have to go in and fix a few things, like her hair and her eyebrows. But I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead, make her over, and then we'll come right back and probably start working on some of Princess Snow's skills. This is Raven after her makeover, and doesn't she look more refined now that she's older, which I like quite a bit. I've gone ahead, given her some jewelry stacked up on her neck, lovely neck mind you, because I do think she is a bit of a glamorous sim, given her childhood and the fact that she has grown up being called Beauty of the Century. But let me know what you guys think of this. Now her skirt looks kind of periwinkle, so it looks like she's got cream and periwinkle, but it's, I think, a houndstooth pattern with that rose brown and blue, which kind of at a distance together makes it look purplish, but I think it's super, super fun. And let's get a bit of a close-up of our beautiful Minister in Lion's face. Look at her. Isn't she a pretty sim? She is such a pretty sim, honestly befitting her title and name. Adore her. Flippin' adore her. Even her eyeliner is a bit kind of complicated, just because I feel as though she's not going to present herself as, you know, someone who's entirely simple. She wants to be elegant but as glam as possible. So there we go, and I kind of like how soft it is as well. That is our lovely, lovely Raven. Can't wait to see her walking around the castle and doing her own things. So pretty, so pretty. But I'm thinking, guys, whether or not I should extend the episode the tiniest bit and maybe fit in Princess Snow's birthday. Because she's gonna age up in the next day. The Queen is currently working on teaching her how to walk, and I'm hoping we can get the talk done. At least one of these done before tomorrow. We could even have her birthday like a bit later on. In the evening, kind of how we did for Raven, but yeah, I feel as though we might as well do it in this episode rather than have to wait till the next one, just because I'm gonna feel rushed if I don't have enough time to do my story stuff. Usually I do lose about a day or two creating the stories at the beginning of the episode. And also just taking care of my Sims' needs, working on some things behind the scenes, which is why sometimes it might also seem like time's going by very quick and like we have age up after age up. It's because I do play a little bit off camera when I'm making those stories. So, yeah. Time does go by. Time does go by. Okay, I hope Princess Snow is holding up okay, but I really don't want her to age, like not learning her skills, especially because that's something the Queen really wants. It's gonna be a total shame if this dangerous princess ends up getting a negative trait. I mean, what if she turns up kooky? That's gonna be entertaining, but troublesome for us in the future. So I want to try and do our best to make sure that she has a bit of a good upbringing, especially because her mother is nurturing and is putting in all this effort. Come on, you can do it. She's getting very tired as well, so she might have to go to sleep, and then we'll have to get the Queen to wake up as soon as possible. But I think I'll try and work on a little bit of this behind the scenes before we dive into her birthday. But okay, for now though, I don't mind spending a few minutes over here, just because I'm sure we want to eat up our adorable toddler before she turns into a child. It's gonna be nice to have a child walking around once more, but still, I think it's good. Oh, also, another thing I wanted to work on, which I should probably do now, honestly. Oh look, she's learned how to walk. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, can we pop it down? Can we put the princess down? We will get her to drink pollen punch, go to sleep, so we'll have to continue working on teaching her how to talk a bit later. But another thing I wanted to work on actually was the lamp. The magic lamp. So, where is it? We claimed a reward not too long ago for Morgan to have the genie lamp, and we haven't used it yet, and I want to use it to increase our funds. So wishing for money or wealth. And I kind of like the idea that the queen just recently, after going through, like thinking about her family and going through some of the Verdington kind of treasure troves and stores and old things that they've collected over the years, found this genie lamp as part of, you know, like her family treasure. And since it is a magical object, rather than mess around with it, she's given it to the sorceress to go ahead and try and figure out what can be done with that object. And so I'm wanting Morrigan to come up here, because I feel like it would be a safe area in the alchemy lab to go ahead and mess around with that. I want her to call this genie, and I want to wish for some money. So I think that's what we're going to do with the genie lamp. I've been trying to like get to this for a while, but I keep getting carried away with other things. Okay, let's clean the lamp and see what we can get done with this. See what we can do. Come on. I'm very fascinated. Here she goes. Oh, and here comes a genie. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We have a female genie. Genie? What am I saying? Genie. Named Kelly Clary. Hello, Kelly. Isn't she a pretty genie? She is a pretty little genie, isn't she? Hold on a second. That genie looks cool. But, okay. She's just going to be, I guess, a temporary acquaintance of ours as we try and go ahead and make a bit of a wish. So let's do a friendly introduction because we want to be nice to our genie. Oh, well, hello there, genie. She's cold. Right, let's make a wish. Oh, here we go. So, world peace. Love, no, not necessarily. Not a large family. Or happiness. Let's just have a look at some of these. Extend lifespan. Be happy. Fortune. Beauty. Yep, I think we want fortune. That's what we want. So we're going to select that wish. And let's see if the genie can help us out. So using some of these vial of bottle genie. Oh. And here we go. Oh, that looks so cool. Nice. We got 100,000. We have 2 wishes remaining, which is fine. We are going to, I guess we have to wait. Yeah, we're going to return the genie to the lamp. So Morrigan, as the sorceress, is going to have access to this. It makes sense because I feel like that would be considered a bit of a dangerous kind of magical object, and we don't want anyone tampering with it. That's only something that the sorceress who is versed in these arts can go ahead and play with. So excellent, we've got that done. Snow is sleeping. So I think what we'll do is I'll probably work on her, like her last skill that we have left off camera, and then we'll pick up when we're ready to have her little birthday. Darn it, guys. I had everything set up, but no, the princess wants to go ahead and have her birthday now. Jeez. We had graduation this morning, so I had to rush everyone there and then back. And I tried to get the queen to work on teaching her how to talk. Unfortunately, we got halfway through that skill and then we couldn't complete it. It's 8 p.m. now. Look at what I had set up. Look at this. Look at how cute this scene is. Oh, I had balloons and everything because it's the princess, and I thought overlooking this wonderful view would be nice for her. Something a little bit more special, and it's really fitting. Princess Snow is having her birthday in winter with snow falling. Ah, that's so nice. But unfortunately, as soon as Queen Ivy came home, she dumped the baby like down right over here, and now Princess Snow is aging up. Honey, you could have just given me like a chance. You know, you could have. Oh well, she wants to have a birthday now, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. I'm hopeful that we might be able to get some like nice trade for her, because we did teach her 2 of the 3 skills. Unfortunately, not how to talk, but we taught her 2 of them. Oh no. the princess has developed the snob trait. Okay, well, you know what? That is an interesting trait for princess. I guess it's fitting. Her other two traits, I think, is loner and loves the cold. Now, since the princess is a loner, I would imagine she has been quite sheltered from people, not because of, her family per se, but just because she doesn't like being in company and interacting with others. And I think over time, as a child now, that may have actually developed into her feeling a slight sense of superiority over others. And you know what? Some of Raven might even have rubbed off on her, because we know Raven feels she's better than others, and Raven gets along just fine, or has a very strange affection for the princess, not knowing that the princess also has a death token. But, yeah, I don't know, some of that sentiment might have rubbed off on little Snow. So that's kind of cool. And you know what? I think it's fitting that the queen didn't get to teach her how to talk, because part of teaching how to talk, I imagine, would be who to talk to, and, how often to talk to people, and all those kind of things. And I guess the princess has just grown up thinking that one of the reasons why she doesn't need to talk to others is because they're not good enough for her to talk with. So many things, but let me get a look at her. She's a bit cross-eyed right now. She's a little bit cross-eyed. Come on, princess, let me get a look at you. What does the queen want? Oh, the queen wants to see her daughter get on the honor roll of the academy. Let's take a look at her, and then I'm gonna go give her a makeover. She is a pretty princess. She's just not looking her best right now. I will fix her. I'll go ahead and make her look fabulous, but she has really pretty features. You can just tell. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go do what I can for her to make her look more like a princess, and then we will be right back, guys. Here is Princess Snow after her makeover, and isn't she just lovely in this bright purple, or vibrant, I should say, saturated purple nevertheless. Now, I went ahead and gave her this hairstyle because it's kind of similar to what Queen Ivy has, and I thought it would be just so adorable to have the princess following in her mother's footsteps, at least for now. Who knows what she's going to decide when she's a teenager and she wants to express herself a little bit more. But we all know her color scheme, so I don't have to go into that. But in her everyday, you do see less teal. I don't think I put any teal in her everyday. I kind of just went with the purples with a slight bit of pink here and there, like in the shoes, and I think she's got pink buttons at the back of her dress. But let's get a close-up of her face, because I know whenever we have an age-up, we're all super curious about our Simi's face. So, look at her little snob self. Our wonderfully snobbish princess. Who, at this point, I mean, we could say that her snobbishness is misguided and maybe she's just gonna grow out of it. Who knows? Fingers crossed. But you know what? I love her little mouth when she smiles. It's just the cutest thing ever, in my opinion. Look at her. Isn't she adorable? Oh, she's so cute. Well, all our kids tend to be, in my opinion. But I'm gonna let her go about whatever she wants to in the castle, which is fine. Now let me go ahead, turn autonomy back on so everyone is kind of not stuck in various places. She already wants to play a trick and do some stuff. But, okay, princess, we need to get you set up in your mother's room. So she's gonna take this side. Oh, she's already presiding over the royal court. That's adorable. Well, I am going to get Princess Snow set up over here, and that is Ivy's corner, of course. Now, she's not feeling too well. Ivy has been disgraced quite a bit recently by a bunch of different rumors, which kind of sucks. Now, how is she? Okay, she's getting something to eat. It is quite late. I am tempted, though, to send her to City Hall, which is quite far, to try and sue for slander. We might have to get a bunch of our Sims to do that together, because I think a few of them have some rumors going on about them, which is unfortunate, if I do say so myself. Now, before I kind of head off, I do want to mention that Lady Nessie has announced to everyone that she is pregnant. I don't know if I said that already or not. I must have not, because we were kind of caught up with all the birthdays. I'm going to have to get rid of this setup, which is so sad. I'm going to get rid of this setup. I guess we'll have to just use this again sometime in the future. But for now, I guess the princess does not want to have a little birthday party. But then again, it kind of makes sense. She's a bit of a loner. She probably, you know, made a fuss and didn't want to have an event. She probably just wanted to, with her mother, privately age up. And hello, Raven? What are you wearing, honey? I don't know what Raven is wearing. I did not put her in that. It looks cool, but that is not her outfit. Oh, Raven. Where's your beautiful outfit? There we go. Let us see your nice outfit. And can the princess change? Come on, princess. We put effort into you. And yeah, I'm excited to see how the princess is going to get influenced. More so than the other kids, because she is the princess and the future monarch. Now, one thing I love, and I have mentioned this before, is that maybe in the stories I mentioned it, Celine really adores Snow because Snow, you know, has the same skin color as her. They look kind of the same. So I feel as though that makes her feel as though Snow is a little sister. For Raven, she doesn't know why she gets along with the princess so well, or why she likes the princess. I don't know if they get along well, but she likes the princess. She's not sure why. She doesn't realize it's because they're both dangerous fairies. But she's either mean to the other girls or she just doesn't care about them. But she's nice to the princess. So that's kind of cool. Now, Morida, funnily enough, is not the loner in the house, but I don't see if she's made a lot of friends with the other girls. I mean, she's thrown potions at her cousin, Prince Cain, and Lord Odin, especially at the Bachelor's Ball. She's friends with her mother, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. She is not really close with the other girls. Hopefully that changes. Now, one thing I've noticed, guys, since we don't really jump into the relationship panel that often, I've actually noticed that Ivy has a few people that she is, like, not getting along too well with. I'm gonna send her to bed, actually. Let's go to bed. But while she's heading off, I kind of want to look at her relationship panel, right? So she's, let's see, best friends with her daughter as expected. She's good friends with Prince Cain. She's old friends with Sparrow and Raven. So that's kind of cool. She actually gets along well with Raven. And I feel like Raven's a little bit smart in doing that, and I feel like maybe she had a part in making sure that she's really close to the monarch. She, you know, is smart and scheming in that way. The queen, finally, she's good friends with, well, she's friends with Nessie, which is good, because that's something in the beginning that used to concern us, but it doesn't have to anymore. She's distant friends with her son Callum. They were close for a bit there when he aged up into a young adult, and they were setting up the royal stables. But since then, I think she's been so busy with everyone else, she hasn't really had time for him. And then we start getting to the interesting side of things, because we have a few members, like Celine and Morida, who the queen does not have a good impression of. Celine, we know why. They were having issues when Celine started dating Callum, or she started courting Callum, sorry. That's when the issues between them kind of started. And Morida, I'm not entirely sure why. Do you guys have any clue, maybe any suggestions as to why Morida might not have made a good impression on the queen? And the same thing goes for Morrigan. The O'Reillys actually aren't doing that well when it comes to their relationship with the queen. And then the queen just downright dislikes Lord Odin, which again, I'm not entirely sure why. She also dislikes Prince Anakin, which is strange. But who knows? He might have fallen out of favor with her because she paired Anakin with Sparrow in hopes of Sparrow producing a girl, but Sparrow had another boy, so maybe the queen is unsatisfied with her son for that reason. And Lord Odin, I have no clue. the Queen likes Nuala, but then again, she doesn't get along well with Celine, so I have no clue, guys. I have no clue. Let me know. But I feel kind of bad for the O'Reillys. They have... I thought they were doing well at one point, but I guess not. Well, whatever it is, Ravenshaw is smart, and I'm just glad she's keeping the smarts about her. Because who knows, she might need it at some point. But I don't think we have any birthdays creeping up on us, thank goodness. We have a Academy formal, aka prom for Morida, on Thursday at 6 p.m, so keep an eye out for that and see if anything interesting happens with her. But apart from that, I think we're just waiting on Nessie to have her baby. But okay guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.